Hello there, Cindy from Albany, New York, and as promised, here's a video flip through of my Tim Holtz paper doll prayer journal. I did a simple one this time because I just didn't have a lot of time, but I had to get my creative itch satisfied. So a few months ago, Missy Brumkin sent me a Ziploc bag full of these Tim Holtz paper dolls that I absolutely love. And I was going to use the originals, but I decided to scan them in so I could use them over and over again. And in that same envelope that she sent me the Tim Holtz dolls, she also sent me some these prayer cards. And so I scanned in some of the cards with the people too. So anyway, here's a flip through of my journal. And that's the Tim Holtz doll, and he keeps me singing him. And in the front is a poem, My Prayer for You. When I started making journals, the person who taught me said that if you have a pocket, you should put something in it, and I really do try to do that. And this is just a folded paper bag. And my images are from Pinterest. Every journal I get, even though I say it on the video, people say, where do you get your images? I get them from Pinterest. And these are some guest checks. And again, I scanned in the paper doll people. I'm not a journaler, but whoever gets this journal can journal on these cards. Guest check, and another poem, Encourage a Friend. And that's what's in the front pocket here. I support the Salison mission, and they send me poem books, Christian poem books that I use all the time in my journals. And this is just a little girl. This one isn't Tim Holtz. And inside there's a little note from God. And then this is the Tim Holtz girls with What a Friend We Have in Jesus. I had gotten in the free box at work, there's a thrift store, and I got this book that had a whole bunch of letters from God. And so I copied them, and they do appear in a lot of my journals. This one here says, I will comfort you in heartache and loss. Watch me rebuild your life, bringing beauty out of ashes. The enemy is out to rob and ruin you, but I sent my son to give you abundant life. My love will fill your heart with hope that never disappoints, caring for you, your heavenly Father. And so I've got a bunch of these little notes in this particular journal. Blessed Assurance with another one of those Tim Holtz people. And this is a poem. This is a devotional, Pray for Mr. Joe. And then this is those little cards, prayer changes things with the Tim Holtz little people on there. And this is just a sheet music that I tore. I tore all the stuff in this one. I just kind of like the feel of it. This is another letter from God, be not weary in well-doing. Another sheet music with a Tim Holtz doll, and there's a poem in there. Safe in the Arms of Jesus with another little Tim Holtz people. Lord is my shepherd. Oh, and here there's a letter from God, and there's a poem in this one, The Lord is my shepherd. Abiding in Jesus. I had a lot of people comment on this girl. This is a favorite amongst the people who love the Tim Holtz paper dolls. And this is another one of those letters. Pursue peace. I'll bless you when you are a peacemaker. Come to me in prayer with your worries, and you'll experience my peace that surpasses all understanding. Loving you always, your Prince of Peace. I love these little letters from God. Sometimes you just need a little pick-me-up. And this says, serve the Lord with gladness. And inside there's a poem. We are never so far are never so lost that the angels cannot find us. And there's another little letter from God. And in here there's a poem, Wait on the Lord, and a little man. His peace. And this is an envelope, and inside the envelope there's a bunch of little devotionals and a poem, His Peace. And these aren't Tim Holtz people, but I kind of like the picture, and it goes with the journal, I guess. Shout joyfully to the Lord, all the earth, break forth in song, rejoice and sing praises. And then there's a poem, Living Waters. Choose to shine. And those are the Tim Holtz people with little wings. And there's a poem in that pocket, or one of the letters from God in that pocket, and a poem in this one. Seek the Lord while he may be found, call on him while he is near. And the back page is Count Your Blessings, hymn, and there's a poem in there. This is a poem, Set Me on Fire. And there's a poem, Prayer for Inner Strength. And in here, there's a prayer too. And I leave the backs blank, and my closure is just a ribbon. And that's my Tim Holtz prayer journal. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.